Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't feel old, but why do I look so faded? It's not the wrinkles, it's not the gray hair, it's something else. And often that something is color. The truth is, the colors we wear have a quiet power. They can light us up or completely wash us out. They can make an outfit look sophisticated or strangely cheap. And most importantly, they can influence how the world sees us and how we see ourselves. Now, if you're over 60, you're likely no stranger to change. Your skin has softened, your hair may have silvered, and your inner confidence has grown stronger than ever. But here's what many women don't realize. The colors that worked beautifully on you at 40 might now be working against you. This isn't about throwing out your wardrobe or following some rigid set of fashion rules. This is about empowerment, about learning how to use color as a tool to reflect the vibrance, wisdom, and presence you've earned over the years. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 7 specific colors that could be quietly aging you, cheapening your look, or draining your natural glow. But don't worry, we won't just talk about what not to wear. I'll show you exactly what to wear instead to bring your face to life, lift your energy, and let your true elegance shine. Because after 60, style isn't about blending in. It's about standing tall, looking alive, and feeling proud of the woman you've become. So if you've ever worn a blouse that looked fine but made you feel flat, stick around. You're about to discover how a small shift in color can make a huge shift in how you show up in the world. Let's get started. Let's start with a color I see so many women over 60 wearing because they believe it's safe: muddy brown. Now, before you gasp, let me explain. Brown can be beautiful. Deep chocolate, warm cinnamon, luxurious caramel, these are all stunning. But muddy brown is a different story. It's that dull, dusty shade of brown that looks like dried dirt or faded cardboard. No warmth, no richness, no life. You may have a cardigan or a blouse in this exact color hanging in your closet right now. And every time you wear it, something feels off. You might not even realize it, but your skin looks sallow. Your energy feels low. Your outfit just doesn't pop. Why? Because muddy brown lacks the vibrancy needed to complement mature skin. Instead of adding warmth or structure, it drains you. It casts a shadow over your features. It makes you look tired, even when you're not. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter how expensive the garment is. A muddy brown blouse from a luxury label can still make you look less polished than a $30 top in the right shade. Color psychology tells us that brown symbolizes stability and groundedness. But when brown is too gray or flat, it subconsciously suggests something lifeless, neglected, or worn out. And that's not the message you want to send at this stage of life. So what should you wear instead? Try warm, rich browns that add glow and elegance. Think mocha. Smooth, deep, and classic. Hazelnut or cinnamon. Warm, spicy, and flattering. Caramel or camel. Sophisticated, light-reflecting, and timeless. Espresso. Deep and dramatic, especially stunning with silver hair. These tones not only brighten your skin, they also make your outfit look intentional. They say, I still care, I still shine. I once had a cardigan in a muddy brown shade that I wore constantly, until I realized I felt invisible every time I had it on. The day I swapped it for a rich hazelnut tone, people started complimenting me out of nowhere. My eyes looked brighter, my skin looked healthier, I hadn't changed, my color had. So here's your invitation. Let go of colors that pull you down. Embrace tones that lift you up. You don't need to settle for safe anymore. You've earned the right to look and feel vibrant, radiant, and fully present. Let's move on to the next color that may be sneaking into your wardrobe and stealing your glow: faded black. Black has long been called the miracle color. It's slimming, it's timeless, it's chic, right? Well, yes, until it isn't. Here's the truth that nobody really talks about. Not all black is created equal, and black doesn't stay black forever. Over time, especially with frequent washing or cheaper fabrics, black fades. What once looked deep and dramatic now looks dusty, soft, or even sad. And when that happens, the same color that once made you feel confident and put together suddenly becomes a quiet saboteur of your style. Let's paint the picture. You throw on a faded black cotton tee. The neckline is a little stretched, the fabric's a bit linty, the black looks more charcoal than inky. It might feel comfortable, familiar, but in the mirror, Something's off. Your skin looks a little washed out. Your under-eye shadows stand out more. Your presence feels a bit dimmer. That's because faded black no longer supports your natural contrast. It doesn't sharpen your features, it drains them. It doesn't elevate you, it disappears on you. And at this stage in life, the last thing you want is to feel like you're disappearing. Color psychology tells us that black represents power, mystery, and elegance, but only when it's rich and intentional. When it's faded, it can send a different message entirely. I've stopped caring. So how do you wear black well after 60? Choose deep, saturated black in quality fabrics like ponte knit, crepe, satin, or velvet. Avoid cotton basics or jersey that fade quickly unless you're committed to replacing them often. Add contrast with silver or pearl jewelry to bring light back to your face. Pair black with bold lipstick, a colorful scarf, or a structured blazer to avoid the drained look. And if you find yourself reaching for faded black pieces out of habit, ask yourself, does this still serve me? Because you deserve to feel seen, radiant, and powerful, not hidden in a shadow of who you used to be. Still love the slimming effect of black? Try charcoal gray, still sleek, but softer. Or navy blue, elegant, less harsh, and beautifully flattering. Even espresso brown adds depth and richness while being gentler on mature skin. Here's the bottom line. Don't let your wardrobe fade as you flourish. You're not a softer version of yourself. You're wiser, bolder, and more fully alive. So choose colors and clothing that reflect that truth. Next up, a color we all love until it turns on us. Let's talk about white and why the wrong white can whisper neglect. White is often seen as the most refined color in a mature woman's wardrobe. It's clean, it's elegant, it's timeless. When done right, white can be magical. A crisp white blouse can lift the face, reflect light onto your skin, and make silver hair look radiant and intentional. It whispers grace, it signals confidence. But there's a quiet tragedy that happens when white turns tired. Maybe you've seen it. A blouse that once was white now looks slightly yellow or beige, a sweater that's dulled to a sad grayish cream, a shirt with subtle discoloration around the neckline or underarms. These aren't bold fashion mistakes. They're silent saboteurs of elegance, and they have a way of quietly making even the most thoughtful outfit look worn out and neglected. The truth is, dirty white doesn't age well, and unfortunately it doesn't make you look your best either. It can exaggerate shadows under your eyes. It can make your teeth appear less bright. And it reflects dullness onto your skin instead of light. Why does this happen? There are a few reasons. Natural fabric, aging deodorant residue, and body oils, over-bleaching or improper storage. Years of wear, even if the garment still fits. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up white. You just need to be smarter with it. Here's what to wear instead. Optic white, bright, crisp, and perfect for silver or gray hair. Choose cotton poplin or structured fabrics to maintain a sharp silhouette. Ivory or cream. These are warmer alternatives that flatter golden or peachy undertones beautifully. Oyster or soft bone. Neutral but luminous. These work well with cooler skin tones and feel quietly luxurious. If you love your whites, and many of us do, treat them with care. Soak them regularly in OxiClean or a whitening solution. Add a bluing agent to revive brightness. Use lemon juice or baking soda in your wash cycle to reduce yellowing. Store in a cool, dry place away from wood and plastic bins. Remember, your clothes don't have to be expensive to look expensive, but they must be intentional. A yellowed collar, a dingy sleeve. It may seem small, but these details add up, and they send a message you never meant to give. Here's the question to ask next time you reach for white. Does this color still reflect the light I carry inside me? If not, let it go with love, because you, my dear, are not meant to fade. Coming up, the bold, bright colors that promise energy, but might be shouting for all the wrong reasons. Let's talk about neon. There was a time, maybe in your 20s or 30s, when throwing on a bright neon top felt like a burst of confidence. Electric pink, lime green, highlighter yellow. They were fun, energetic, attention-grabbing. But after 60, those same colors can tell a very different story. Here's the reality. Neon isn't just color, it's color on overdrive. And for mature women, it often does more harm than good. Why? Because neon doesn't whisper elegance. It shouts. It competes with your face. It draws attention away from your features and toward itself, and not in a flattering way. These shades are extremely high contrast, which might have looked youthful before. But now, they tend to emphasize every little thing you don't want noticed. Uneven skin tone, fine lines, shadows under the eyes, yellowing teeth, the texture of mature skin. Instead of energizing your look, neon overpowers it. And worse, it can send a message you didn't intend. I'm trying too hard to look young. And you're not. You're not desperate for attention. You're not chasing youth. You're standing in your earned power, and your colors should reflect that. Neon also has a reputation in fashion psychology. Highlighter yellow often feels artificial and aggressive. Hot pink can read as loud, not luxurious. Lime green tends to look cartoonish on mature skin. Neon orange rarely flatters anyone over 40. So, what's the alternative? You don't need to run from color. In fact, color is your friend. You just need the right versions. Try these beautiful, elevated alternatives. Instead of neon yellow, try mustard, goldenrod, or soft buttercream. Instead of electric pink, go for rose, berry, or warm blush. Instead of lime green, choose olive, sage, or rich emerald. Instead of neon orange, reach for terracotta or warm coral. These tones are still vibrant, still expressive, but they don't overpower you. They support your beauty rather than steal the spotlight. And when you find the right color, one that makes your skin glow, your eyes sparkle, and your energy feel alive, you'll never look at neon the same way again. Because after 60, your wardrobe isn't about shouting to be seen. It's about being heard, being noticed, and being remembered, without needing to raise your voice. Next up, a color that's often mistaken for timeless, but can quietly erase your presence. Flat gray. Let's talk about gray, a color that promises sophistication, balance, and modern simplicity, and in the right shade, it absolutely delivers. But there's one version of gray that works against you more than any other: flat gray. You've seen it. Maybe you've even worn it. It's that cold, concrete-looking gray. No depth, no warmth, no undertone. Just a blank, colorless wash that sits there like a wall. At first glance, flat gray seems harmless. It feels neutral, safe, quiet. But here's the truth. Flat gray doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't brighten your complexion. It doesn't highlight your features. It doesn't reflect light. Instead, it softens everything in the worst way. It fades you out. And if you have silver or white hair, it can make your entire silhouette blend into the background, like a photograph with no contrast. And let's be real, you didn't come this far in life to disappear. We often choose flat gray because we're trying to be tasteful or we don't want to draw too much attention, but what ends up happening is the opposite of elegance. We look forgettable. It's not about being flashy, it's about being present, seen, valued. And your clothes should support that. So what do you wear instead of flat, cold gray? Here are a few rich, refined alternatives. Heather gray. A softly marled texture adds depth and movement. It feels cozy and elevated. Grayga. A mix of gray and beige that flatters more complexions, especially those with subtle undertones. Charcoal. Deep, luxurious, and full of contrast. It offers the drama of black without the harshness. Warm. Taupe. A blend of gray with warmth and richness, perfect for bringing out natural glow in mature skin. These tones don't erase you, they enhance you. They add visual interest. They play well with your silver hair. And most importantly, they say, I'm still here. I still shine. Remember, after 60, fashion isn't about fading into the background. It's about showing up fully, with presence and quiet power. So the next time you reach for that tired gray top or cardigan, ask yourself, is this color celebrating who I am or softening me into silence? Because you, my dear, were never meant to blend in. Next, let's look at a color category that sounds sweet and feminine, but can actually leave you looking tired and faded. Ashy pastels. Pastels have long been associated with femininity, grace, and timeless beauty. And for many women over 60, soft colors feel like a safe, elegant choice. But not all pastels are created equal. Let me introduce you to the quiet culprit, ashy pastels. These are the pale shades that lack warmth, clarity, or vibrancy. Think chalky baby pink, dusty lavender with a gray undertone, faded mint that feels more like hospital paint than spring freshness. They may look pretty on the hanger, even sophisticated in theory, but on mature skin, they can be quietly sabotaging your whole look. Here's why. As we age, we naturally lose pigment in our skin, lips, and hair. Our overall coloring becomes softer, more delicate. So when we pair that with a muted gray-based pastel, everything just blends, and not in a flattering way. The skin looks washed out. The eyes lose their sparkle. The overall effect? Tired, even when you're wide awake, and the worst part? These colors feel safe. They don't scream for attention. They seem appropriate. But appropriate is not the same as flattering, and safe isn't always stylish. Let's be clear, you can wear pastels beautifully after 60. You just need to choose the right kind. Instead of ashy, go for clear, clean, light-filled versions. Rose or blush instead of baby pink. These add warmth and life to your face. Lavender with blue undertones rather than dusty purple. It's fresh and brightens cooler complexions. Aqua or spring green in place of chalky mint. They feel joyful without being loud. Peachy coral instead of beige pink. It flatters warm skin tones and adds a youthful glow. These colors still feel soft, still feel feminine. But instead of fading you, they lift you. They reflect light back onto your skin. They brighten your eyes. They bring warmth and energy without shouting. Think of them as the pastel equivalents of a compliment, subtle, kind, but still felt. So next time you reach for that pale pink sweater or mint blouse, hold it up to your face in natural light and ask yourself, do I look brighter or do I look like wallpaper? Because you've earned more than quiet invisibility. You've earned softness with substance, delicacy with dignity, color that supports who you are, not who you were. Coming up next, a mistake we've all made at some point, overmatching. Let's talk about how head-to-toe coordination can actually make you look less stylish and what to do instead. There's a fashion rule many of us grew up with. Match your shoes to your purse, your earrings to your blouse, your lipstick to your scarf. And at one point in time, it worked. It said, I pay attention. I care about the details. But here's the problem. Too much matching can flatten your entire look. When everything, your top, bottoms, shoes, and accessories, belongs to the exact same color family, it may feel safe, polished, even sophisticated, but visually it creates monotony. No contrast, no movement, no dimension, and unfortunately, no style. Especially after 60, when our natural coloring softens and contrast becomes even more essential, head-to-toe sameness can do the opposite of what we intend. Instead of looking refined, we look overworked. Instead of feeling elegant, we feel stiff. Worse, it can make your entire outfit and even your personality feel like it's fading into the background. Let me be clear, this isn't about chaos or clashing. This is about finding harmony, not uniformity. So what's the solution? Start thinking in terms of tone, texture, and variation, not strict matching. Try this instead. Pair navy pants with a soft blue blouse and silver jewelry. Combine olive trousers with a creamy ivory top and a touch of mustard in your earrings. Mix a rose-colored blouse with plum pants and nude or taupe shoes. See the difference? The look still feels cohesive, but now there's depth, interest, and personality. Your outfit tells a story. It moves, it breathes, and the overmatching trap isn't just about clothing. It often shows up in lipstick, perfectly matching nail polish, shoes, belt, and bag. In the exact same tone, monochrome outfits with no variation in fabric or depth. Here's the truth. Perfection doesn't equal style. In fact, fashion that's too perfect can feel rigid, outdated, even lifeless. Today's elegance is more fluid, more effortless. It's about looking curated, not controlled. So next time you're tempted to match it all, ask yourself, Does this outfit show who I am? Or is it trying too hard to follow a rule that no longer serves me? Because your style should reflect you, layered, vibrant, full of character, and a little contrast. That's where the magic happens. Up next, we'll talk about 3 subtle color habits that might be quietly cheapening your look, no matter how much you spend on your wardrobe. 3 color habits that quietly cheapen your look, no matter what you paid. Let's say your outfit fits beautifully. The fabric feels expensive. The accessories are carefully chosen. And yet, something still feels off. Sometimes it's not the clothes. It's the color habits behind them. Here are 3 common mistakes that silently bring your entire look down, and the easy shifts that can lift it right back up. Habit number 1. Wearing childish colors without adjusting them. We all love a little fun in our wardrobe. Color brings joy, personality, and energy, but some shades, especially those that scream playroom, not polished, can clash hard with mature elegance. Think bubblegum pink, cartoon purple, acid green. These colors might have felt playful once, but now, they can read as costumey or overly youthful in a way that feels forced. The fix. Elevate those fun tones with deeper, more refined versions. Barbie pink, rosewood or raspberry lemon yellow, mustard or goldenrod, sky blue, cornflower, or dusty periwinkle. You're not giving up playfulness. You're just giving it depth. Habit number 2. Wearing too many loud colors at once. Bright colors are wonderful, in moderation, but pile on too many saturated shades at once and you create visual chaos. There's no place for the eye to rest, and the look shifts from bold to bargain bin. When outfits are too loud, they don't feel expensive, even if they are. The solution: let one color take the spotlight. Anchor bold shades with neutrals. A vibrant green blouse. Pair it with ivory trousers and nude shoes. Rich red top. Add a tan blazer and denim. Teal dress. Soften it with gold accessories and a beige clutch. Balance brings elegance. Loud doesn't have to mean noisy. Habit number 3. Ignoring your skin's undertone. You can be wearing the most luxurious blouse in your closet, but if it's the wrong undertone for your skin, it'll work against you. You'll look tired, your features will blur, and people may not even notice your outfit at all. So let's keep it simple. If your veins look blue and you shine in silver jewelry, you're likely cool-toned. Choose jewel tones, berry pinks, icy blues, and cool grays. If your veins look green and gold jewelry lights you up, you're probably warm-toned. Lean into olive, coral, mustard, and warm browns. Not sure? Use an online color analysis tool, or better yet, consult a professional. The clarity it brings is worth every penny. These color habits may seem small, but their impact is powerful. Because after 60, you don't have time for colors that work against you. You deserve to walk into every room feeling supported, elevated, and authentically you. The next time you choose what to wear, don't just ask, is this in style? Ask, does this color light me up? Because your wardrobe isn't about dressing the woman you were. It's about celebrating the remarkable woman you've become. So now you know, color is more than just decoration. It's a quiet, powerful language. And it speaks on your behalf before you even say a word. Whether it's a muddy brown cardigan that dulls your presence, a faded black tee that hides your glow, or a flat gray sweater that blends you into the background, what you wear matters. Not because of what others might think, but because of how it makes you feel. You've earned every year of your life, every smile line, every silver strand, and you deserve to wear clothes that honor that journey, not diminish it. This isn't about perfection, it's about intention. It's about choosing color with care, not to follow rules, but to reflect your radiance, your confidence, your aliveness. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, ask yourself, does this color lift me or drain me? Does it express who I am now or who I used to be? Because you, my friend, were never meant to disappear. You are meant to be seen, to be celebrated, to be remembered, and yes, to shine. If this video helped you see your wardrobe in a new light, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with another woman who deserves to feel radiant too. Until next time, remember, your color choices are your power. Wear your worth.